Learn to leave people alone and keep your hands to yourself. Stop being curious. Go see the manager.
All right, so this is how I feel about it. Okay, before I say anything, I want to just offer my condolences to the Austin Metcalf family. This was someone's son, someone's best friend, someone's brother, someone's boyfriend. No matter what happened, and no matter why it happened, it could not be easy to lose someone that you love and then have to deal with all the media coverage regarding it. I also want to offer prayers to Carmelo Anthony, because even if he felt like he needed to do what he did, you took someone's life, and that can't be something that you can easily sleep at night thinking about. I was reluctant to comment on this because there's still a lot of unknowns. We still don't know the truth about whether or not he was being picked on. We still don't know the truth about whether or not he was trying to avoid the rain. We don't know the truth about whether or not there had been some background issue, some underlying issues between these two guys, and we don't know this. None of us should be in a position where we're making assumptions. And there's a lot of assumptions being made. The immediate assumption which bothered me was the fact that they say that Carmelo was being picked on by Austin and his brother, or just Austin. But the immediate assumption was because of his skin color. I haven't seen one thing to back that up as a fact. Well, how do we know they didn't compete on a sports team against each other and they've had a problem ever since? How do we know it's not something about a girl? How do we know it's not just male pride and testosterone flying around and they simply just don't like each other? The immediate assumption was that it was racially motivated, with no proof, with nothing to back that up. I've seen a lot of posts from friends of Austin who support him and they're black. So if he was so racist, why was he hanging with these people to the point where they're posting things in his honor after his death? I don't buy the story. I didn't buy it from the beginning, but it's a convenient thing for the media to cling to. This to me seems like a new George Floyd, Derek Chauvin situation. It's more about race than the actual facts of the case. On the other side is that the immediate assumption about Carmelo was that he was a thug, is that he was in a fatherless home, is that he came from the hood. And I don't know where they came from, but at the same time, if one thing I know about Frisco is that it's not the hood. And one thing we know now is that it wasn't a fatherless household. He came from a family that seems to have been doing pretty well for themselves. He just did something that he felt like he needed to do. We don't have a lot of facts in the case. We don't have enough. But what we do have is a lot of media. What we do have is a lot of opinions. What we do have is a lot of anger and frustration. Another thing I'm not buying is the fact that they're saying that they're receiving death threats. Who is sending you death threats? Your child took another child's life, and you guys are coming up. Your child's not the one being called racist. If there's anyone's family that I can see that's probably getting death threats, it's probably Austin Metcalf's family. But one thing that did happen to them is that they were swatted. Some moron decided to put in a fake police report and had their house swatted. The sad reality of it is someone lost their child. I don't care what you try to say about, oh my God, he felt like he had to do what he had to do. Oh, he shouldn't have put his hands on him. The fact of the matter is, if that is really what happened, then both sides handled it incorrectly. We can't sit here and say, oh, he took his life because he put his hands on him, or because he was picking on him because he was black. Putting your hands on someone is never good. Self-defense is one thing, but stabbing someone in the heart and running is totally different. I was picked on heavily picked on. I mean, in the worst way. I couldn't avoid it at work. I couldn't avoid it at school. I couldn't get around it. I reported to the SRO. I reported to the principal. Reported to every teacher that would listen or pretend to listen, and nothing was ever done. So I had to start fighting people. That's how I got people to leave me alone in school, was to fight. I'm not in any way saying that Carmelo Anthony was justified in what happened, because we still don't really know if he was being picked on. But it seems like these guys had some kind of history. If it was me, and I'm being picked on, I still don't have a right to go and take anybody's life. And yes, you should keep your hands to yourself, but wrong is wrong. It's wrong to put your hands on someone. It's wrong to pick on somebody. It's also wrong to stab them in the chest. So wrong is wrong is wrong. Everybody is wrong. But the unfortunate part is, one wrong party, if that's what happened, lost his life. Do I think Carmelo Anthony is going to get life? No. Do I think his sentence is going to be heavy enough to be sufficient? No. Because unfortunately, the media is so involved in the story that I think they're going to go light on him because they're going to be afraid of the backlash, even if they feel like a heavier sentence is justified. The story says that he was trying to avoid the rain. If I'm being heavily picked on to the point where I feel like I need to carry a weapon to school, I don't care how heavy the rain is. I will get soaking wet before I go under the tent of someone who bullies me to the point where I feel like I need to bring a weapon to school. There's nowhere else for him to go other than under the tent of someone who apparently put him in so much fear for his own life and safety that he had to carry a knife. I'm not buying that. I will get soaking wet before I go under the tent of someone that I think I need to carry a weapon to defend myself against. But all I know is we have to stop making assumptions and we have to stop making this about race. Let's focus on the people who have lost a child and the people who have a child whose mental stability may be in question after doing what he did. These are still children that we are talking about here. What are your thoughts on this?